Alright, what is up guys, TSG here, and today we are back with another video. We're going to be going over the skills and perks in the game. A lot of people ask me about like how I spot animals through my scope and a bunch of other stuff, how I reload fast. So I thought for all you new players, we could go over that and explain it, and maybe it'll help you with the game. So first off here, we can go into skills in Stalker. The first one, the tier 0 here, locate tracks. This will give you, at level 1, directional tracking cone to be more accurate in which way the tracks are heading. Level 2 increases the distance at which the tracks are visible when they're highlighted, so you can see them from farther away. So that way it's easier to see the next set of tracks when you're tracking your animals. Then level 3, the directional tracking cone is now even narrower to make it be, and the tracks are even farther. So it combines level 1 and 2 and amps it up a little bit. So that's what that will be. And tracking knowledge, will step up, tells you the gender of the animal when investigating the footprints and the vocalizations. Need zones tells you about how many are on that need zone for level 2, and it tells you the approximate health of the animal when you're picking up blood trails. So if it's like 25% health, 50, so forth. Level 3 reveals information about the animal's approximate weight, so that's how you can see if the animal is maybe a potential max weight or not. I don't do this. This is kind of pointless. Don't really care for this, even though I get attacked by buffaloes a lot. Connect the dots. This makes tracking a lot easier. Soft feet. This makes your noise a lot quieter, so it's easier to sneak up on animals. I do like that one. This makes tracking the vocalizations a lot easier to pinpoint where they're coming from. This makes your visibility inside large bushes and shrubs a lot lower, so you can sneak up into bushes on animals. Endurance. This increases your endurance so their heart rate is slower when moving, and it falls faster when you stop, so that way if you're moving around, you're running. Oh, you see an animal? Ooh, your heart rate will slow down faster, so then you can take the next shot, Then we got disturbed veg. So disturbed vegetation, what it does is when you so for example, here we got some tracks. Hello, Mr. Moose. So for example, that moose right there, if I wanted to see if it was piebald or whatever, I can go up to this right here, and if you look in the top right, it tells me what fur variation it is. And you can do that while you're just randomly walking through the woods, and you'll be like, oh, I found an albino or something. And then you can just follow the tracks, and hopefully you end up finding that albino. And then I don't use any of the other ones. Ambusher. I only leveled this up once because you have to get into the next category. Spotting knowledge. This is around this bush. This is very useful. It tells you the approximate health when you're spotting it, the trophy rating and weight, so you can know potentially if it's a diamond or not by the trophy, or if it's how big the weight is on it, if it has potential to be really big. And the third part of that also, where are my if it's how aware the animal is. So if it's like for example, when I'm spotting this, see how it says calm up there, and like then if I go ahead and I take out like this, I shoot that at it. You look in the top right, it says alert. They're alert. And then we've got dazed and confused, random chance of attracting an animal that's attracted by a particular scent. I use that just because I don't use it, but I have it just because I can get to the next tier. Probably should have went with this. You get more money. I mean, it's story missions. That's why I didn't really do it, because I don't ever do story missions. But you get 5% more cash when you do story missions with this equipped. Otherwise, I just use this because it's more beneficial to the actual gameplay. Sight spotting. This is the one that a lot of people talk about. ask me about, and that is when I do spotting my animals through my scope. Because normally you have to have your binos to spot animals like this, but it makes it a lot easier when you can just spot them with your scope, because then you can spot them and see them highlighted, and it makes it easier to shoot at them. And there's a blonde duck. Um, yeah, that's sight spotting. This takes less damage from falling. This increased the attraction of animals to your location. That's good for if you like to use collars. That's all I have in this section. I didn't go any farther. You can spot 3 animals simultaneously with this one if you level it up. But I used a lot of my skill points in this section because there's a lot of beneficial ones in here. So, but you can reset your skill points and stuff if you want. And if you didn't like what you have, you know, just costs money. But and then you can get other stuff. There's a bunch of other ones. This is reduces the cost of all items in store by 5%. This could be beneficial, honestly. Revealing need zones is kind of nice for grab these. This is kind of nice if you're, you know, you really need it. It's not a super need, but it's a nice perk to have. So increase the base carry capacity by 15%. This does not affect backpacks. This is just when you don't have a backpack. That's what this is for. Increases your storage. Now let's go hop into perks. So the thing about perks is they don't necessarily only pertain to just rifles, like, or handguns don't just go to handguns, shotguns, and so forth. So for rifles, you've got muscle memory increase. This unlock the ability to ready your next shot without leaving the aim mode, so you can just shoot while you're in rechamber without having to aim out, which is really nice. And increase the ready speed after firing for all weapons. See how it says all weapons, so that works with your shotguns and everything. Breath control, it helps with not wobbling and being able to hold your breath longer. Steady hands decreases the wobble. These are all really nice to have. This is zeroing. This is one that people ask me about a lot, why I don't use it. It's a great perk. Don't get me wrong. It's really useful. I just don't like it because I always forget that I have it on. And then I will end up missing the shot because I have it 0 to 300 on an animal that's 100 yards away. Windage, you can gauge the lateral wind direction and speed. There really is no windage when you're shooting this game. I don't think there is. I have never noticed it, nor do I think there even is. I don't think this is very useful at all. But I don't think that's... I think it's just more or less to gauge which way your scent's going. Holding your breath increase zoom when red dots and stuff. So like on the 470 with the red dot, if you have this equipped, you your sight will zoom in a little bit. Sprint and load. So this is how I reload while I'm sprinting. This works with all weapons. Survival instinct damage from animals reduced for a short duration. So whenever an animal is attacking, your damage is lower when you're getting attacked when they're aggressive. Quick feet. Recover steady aim after changing, after changing stances when using handguns. This is nice for handguns. I don't know if this does anything with the other guns. I don't think so. Ranger, I have this equipped because I equipped it to get rid of zeroing because that's what I had on before. Lightning hands. This is how I reload my guns really fast. This is really nice to have leveled up. Quick draw. Hip shots. This is hip shots. Who hip fires though? For real. You got shotguns. Decrease the edge blur when using shotguns with iron sights, red dot, holographics. I only have it leveled up once just to move on to the next thing, because fast shouldering, this is how you aim in fast. This is really nice to have. Less recoil when firing weapons. This is nice. You could level this up a little bit too. I only have it on level 1. Weapon sights align faster after rotating with any weapon. Another one you can level up to two different levels to it. Then you got archery, which I don't really touch at all because I don't ever use bows. But this is the only good thing in here really for that is for the other weapons is decreased wobble while moving in aim mode. So like while you're moving like this, it's easier to keep it steady. Normally it's like woo, boom, you know, wobbly, wobbly. This is full draw. Increase the time the arrow can be drawn in aim mode before fatigue sets in. So you can hold your bow back longer before it starts to wobble. And I have an elk zone over here. Oh. No, I had blacktail over here either. There's, you know, you can customize how you want to play the game, you know, by changing up the different perks and skills that you want to use on how you want to play the game. So that's how the perks and skills work in this game, to make life a lot easier on the game. Hopefully you newer players found this helpful. Leave a like if you did, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.